If you're watching this, you already know something in your marketing isn't working the way it should. Maybe leads are inconsistent. Maybe you've tried SEO or ads. Maybe you've tried buying leads and nothing's really clicked. Maybe you just can't predict where the next good project is coming from month to month. I'm Mike Goldstein, founder and chief strategist at Kitchen Remodeling SEO. I've spent over 20 years helping home service business owners grow, the last decade specifically in the remodeling space. I'm an NKBA Industry Partner, and I was a keynote speaker at KBIS 2026, where I presented on exactly the kind of visibility shift I'm going to walk you through right now. What I'm going to show you in the next few minutes is the most common reason solid remodeling companies stay stuck, and exactly what a complete fix looks like. Here's what I've found after working with remodeling companies all across the United States and Canada. Most of them don't have a lead problem, they have a system problem. They've got some visibility, but not enough trust. They're getting some traffic, but it's not converting into consultations. They're generating some leads, but too many go cold before anyone on their team talks to them. And underneath all of that is usually one or more of what I call the 4 leaks. Leak 1 is visibility. Visibility is key. The business isn't showing up consistently in Google search, Google Maps, or the AI-driven results that homeowners increasingly start with. If you're not in the conversation during the research phase, you don't get a call. Leak 2 is trust, building that trust. Homeowners compare before they contact. They're looking at your photos, your reviews, your content, your pricing, building a picture of who you are before they ever pick up the phone. If your online presence doesn't build credibility fast enough, they move to someone who does. Leak 3 is conversion, getting the call. Getting someone to your website is one thing. Getting them to actually reach out is another. Most remodeling websites don't have a clear enough next step or the right tools to move someone from interested to I'm calling. Leak 4 is follow-up. Don't let them go cold. A lead comes in Saturday afternoon, nobody follows up until Monday. By then they've already called 3 other companies. Or a homeowner fills out a form, isn't quite ready, and falls completely off your radar, even though in 60 or 90 days they'd have been a great project. The companies that grow consistently aren't doing more tactics. They've plugged these 4 leaks and built a system where every part works together. And I'm not asking you to take my word for it. You're going to see exactly what this looks like in practice, including real numbers and real clients in just a few minutes.
They are methodical, they have a system in place, they really have it worked out to a science how they approach SEO, marketing, really putting your website, giving it a real online presence that people see and really attracts and converts into sales, bringing new customers to our business. It's really been a pleasure working with them. They not only do I think they care about our success, but I know they care about our success. They will bend over backwards always to make sure I understand what's going on, how we're going to get from point A to point B.
The way homeowners shop for remodeling work has changed significantly, even in the last 2 or 3 years. They're not just Googling kitchen remodeler near me and calling whoever shows up first. They're asking things like, how much does a kitchen remodel actually cost? Who does high-end work in my area? What should I know before hiring a contractor? Who looks legitimate? Who's active? Who responds quickly? And increasingly, they're getting those answers directly from AI, ChatGPT, Google's AI search, before they ever visit a website. If your business isn't showing up in those results, you're invisible during the most important part of their decision-making process. And in most local markets, homeowners narrow their shortlist and start booking consultations within just a few days of beginning that research. The remodeler who's visible, credible, and responsive during that window almost always wins. The one who isn't doesn't even know they were being considered. So what does the fix actually look like? It's not one thing. It's a complete system, the Kitchen Remodel Growth System, built specifically for kitchen and bath remodeling companies. Here's how it breaks down. Part 1, local visibility. Getting your company found where homeowners actually search. Google Organic, Google Maps, and local service pages. Pricing, content, and AI-driven results. If a homeowner is researching a remodel and you're not showing up, your competitor wins. Part 2, authority and trust. Project photos, real reviews, case studies, and FAQ content. Everything that makes a homeowner feel like they already know you. Homeowners don't hire the company they know the least about. They hire the one that already feels like the obvious choice. Part 3, lead capture and conversion. Traffic doesn't pay the bills. Booked consultations do. This is the structure that moves homeowners into your pipeline. Part 4, AI-powered follow-up and appointment setting. When a lead comes in, the system responds immediately. Missed calls get recovered automatically, and leads are pre-qualified fast. The fastest way to grow is often not getting more leads, it's converting the ones you're already paying for. Part 5, consistent content and video. Reels, project walkthroughs, and consistent visibility across Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Trust is built over time. If they've been seeing your work for weeks before they're ready to call, you're not a cold option. You are the obvious choice for homeowners in your market. Let me put some real numbers on this. One good kitchen remodeling project is worth $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 or more. You don't have to be losing a lot of jobs for this to be a serious problem. Lose one qualified project a month to a competitor, one homeowner who found someone else first, or one lead that went cold because follow-up was too slow. And that's $50,000 to $100,000 in monthly revenue that went somewhere else. Lose 2 a month and you could be watching $200,000 disappear every 30 days. That's well over $1 million a year in missed opportunity. The hard part is that you don't see those losses in real time. You don't get a notification. You just had a slower month, a job that didn't close, a prospect that went quiet. But think about it. The homeowner who clicked a competitor in Maps because they had more reviews. The form submission sat unanswered for 2 days. The call that went to voicemail on Friday afternoon wasn't returned until Monday. The prospect who wasn't ready in January, but would have been ready in March, and you had no system to stay in front of them. Those are real projects. They went somewhere. And every month the leaks aren't fixed, that number compounds. Let me show you what this actually looks like in practice.
I've been in business 13 years, and I have not found a marketing company that really could take me at least to the next level in consistency in really knowing that they were bringing product back to me. Now, working with you guys, kitchen remodeling, SEO, SEO, it's like night and day. It was like, wow, it's like I had blinders on, and now the money you're putting into, it's coming back. You're seeing results. You're seeing leads coming in. You guys are pivoting and you're making decisions that helps me to get leads. And that's what's like, you're working with me. It's like your collaborators with me just as I am with my clients. For the last 3 months, I've got 9 jobs in the pipeline. I had a marketing company before this. I was with them 8 months and not one kitchen lead. 8 months. So my pipeline was devastated. So I had to get rid of them. I saw these guys online. I gave them a shot, and they made it happen. That's what I do in my kitchens. I make it happen.
It seems like he'd been getting really good results. So we got started, and they have been doing a really awesome job. We went from just almost showing up nowhere or not showing up in the top positions to being green basically whenever they send us reports, like everywhere. So it's been a really dramatic change there. And with that, we have tracking numbers basically everywhere. We've been seeing a lot more calls from GMB, which is really awesome because those people, a lot of times they have a little bit more, let's say they've done a little bit more research, so they're a little bit more qualified, and we're able to set a lot of appointments and close a lot of jobs from those, which has been awesome. It's also just really good seeing how many people are coming through from our website now. Like it used to be a majority, when we're looking at our breakdown of where people are coming from for closed jobs, it used to be a lot of them, Facebook, Google ads, stuff like that. Now it is a lot more where we're seeing website, organic, organic listings in the sense of GMB or our website, that is a lot more. So we're definitely closing jobs from it. And ultimately, we've seen basically things just go up across the board. So it's been really awesome seeing all of that, seeing the increase in revenue as a result.
That's not an isolated result. We've run campaigns that produce 63 leads in 60 days at an average cost of $38 per lead. For a $50,000 plus kitchen project, that math works. And other clients have gone from barely showing up in their local market to ranking in the top positions across their entire service area in a matter of weeks. These results happen when all 5 parts of the system are working together. We focus exclusively on kitchen, bath, cabinetry, and remodeling companies. We're not learning your industry on your dime. I also want to be upfront about 2 things we do that most agencies won't. First, area exclusivity. When we take you on as a client, we will not work with any direct competitor within 50 miles of your service area. Your market is yours. We don't play both sides. Second, no long-term contracts. We don't lock you in. We work in focused 4 to 6 month sprints. You stay because results keep you here, not because you signed something that does. We work with kitchen and bath remodeling companies across the United States and Canada. If you're in a market where homeowners are researching remodels, which is everywhere, this system is built for you. I want to be straight with you about fit because this isn't for everyone. This is for established kitchen and bath remodeling companies who want more high-value qualified projects, not just more cheap leads to sort through. It's for owners who understand that marketing is a system, not a one-time expense. Who can handle more qualified consultations and are ready to commit to a real process. This is not for contractors who want the cheapest option. It's not for anyone expecting results overnight. And it won't work for remodelers whose team won't respond to leads quickly. Because even the best follow-up system has limits if nobody picks up the phone. If that's you, we're probably not the right fit, and I'd rather tell you that now. But if you're serious about building a predictable pipeline of high-value projects, and you're done guessing which tactic to try next, then the next step is worth your time. Here's what I'd like to do. Schedule a remodeler growth strategy session with my team. On that call, we'll do a real audit of where your growth system is leaking right now, your local visibility, your Google Maps presence, whether your business is showing up in ChatGPT and Google AI overviews, your website, your lead capture process, your follow-up, and your content footprint. We'll also look at which of your competitors are running Google Ads in your market, where they're outranking you, and exactly where the gaps are that we can close first. We'll show you specifically what we'd fix first and what we'd expect it to produce in your market. There's no charge for this call. And even if you decide to implement everything yourself, you walk away with a complete actionable plan for doing exactly that. No pressure, no pitch, no hard close. If we think there's a real opportunity to work together, we'll show you what that looks like. If we don't think we're the right fit, we'll tell you that too. We only work with a limited number of clients at a time because the exclusivity we give each client requires it. Click the button below, pick a time, come ready to talk about your business and your market. We'll take it from there.